Welcome back to Oathbound Gaming. Today we're looking at the top 5 co-op survival games. My hope here is that you leave this video at least learning about 1 or 2 games at least, where you can go back to your friends and be like, hey, yo, check this video out. I found a cool game in this video. What do you guys think? Should we play this together? I hope that you can leave this video with something like that, something new that you and your friends can play together. Let's do this. Let's get started. What's this first one? You know what this one is? Probably not. This might be a new one for a lot of you guys.
Appreciate their lives, but we do. We do now.
This one is called The Wild 8. It is an isometric survival game that has you fighting the weather, hunger, thirst, as well as the Alaskan wilds. It's got beasts. You got your wolves, your angry boars, as well as some more fantasy-oriented enemies, like a werewolf and a yeti and a dark spirit. So you'll find yourself exploring the map and finding a whole ton of cool areas, from things that range from like a rundown camp to a like secret science type of base. Some cool stuff in this game. I had a great deal of fun. This one is 8-player co-op, so you can build a base with friends, go out there, scavenge for supplies, and bring them back to the base. Remember having a really good time with some friends. I'm usually the one out there getting supplies and bringing it back to the base while people are building up the base and farming, and it's pretty cool. Honestly, I'm thinking about picking this back up again. I mean, I still own the game, obviously, right? But I'm thinking about starting it over again with some friends. This one's good. The Wild 8. It came out in 2019, 2 years back. Good game. Then again, every game in this video I do recommend, because that's why it's in this list, right? What game is this? Can anyone guess? It's pretty, right? Good looking game. I hope you like zombies. This game is definitely a little more gruesome and intense than the previous one. This is if you like the you like the undead, you like a little bit of scariness in your games. Not that it's all that scary, but yeah, it's got that gruesome aspect to it, and very strange, grotesque type of creatures, such as spider-leg human dude. This one is called The Forest, if you haven't guessed yet. The base building in this one was pretty big. Like, building those walls like that, setting up a lot of traps. I remember having a great deal of fun defending our base against big waves of mutant enemies at night. This game got a lot of love with patches. They put a lot of time into this game, and I'm telling you, if you haven't played this game in years, it is very different now. It's got a lot of additional content and bug fixes and all that. Just like this game. Same applies to this game. What game is this? Going out there, gathering supplies, building up your base, venturing out into the world, killing bosses, gathering more equipment and stuff, so you can face very strong boss dudes. This one is Conan Exiles, if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend this game, and I'm telling you right now, if you haven't played this game in years, the same thing applies like with The Forest as it does this game. It seems like that's a lot of the survival games, right? They when they first come out and they're first released, it's a little buggy, it needs some work. Conan Exiles, Funcom, they did a great job on this game. They really did. Funcom usually like abandons their games pretty quickly and doesn't really deliver anything notable. But Conan Exiles, they have been doing a superb job. They've been doing a great job. This one here is the Isle of Sipta, this video. This is their expansion. And it adds a lot of content, but it's a smaller world than the original game. I recommend starting with the original game and branching out into Isle of Sipta if you really enjoyed the first game. When this expansion first launched, I'm going to show you real quick. This is a patch on August 19th. They are actively updating the game still. This is a quality of life patch with crashes and performance increases, or increases, I guess we'll call it. Exploit fixes. The list is enormous. They have been doing a lot of work on this game, and I gotta give them credit. I gotta give Funcom credit with this one. They did not abandon this game. They're doing a good job and have been doing a good job at making this a quality expansion, as well as the base game as well. The base game I would highly recommend already, but Isle of Sipta has needed a little bit of work, but it's getting it. It's getting that love. I promise you guys you're going to have a great time in this game if you play this with some friends. Don't go it alone, though. It kinda... Look at that. Dude's calling in raining spiders. It's pretty crazy. Ooh. That's cool. But like I said, this game is a great deal of fun with friends. There's a lot to do, a lot to gain, a lot of progression to get, to, obtain. Building your base up from, like, crappy rubble to more, like, high-end mythical type of steel, Survive. Build. Dominate. Conan Exiles is a quality game now, I promise. Gotta hand it to Funcom. Now, this game is a 4-player co-op game, and it is a blast. It is also zombie mutant-oriented, just like The Forest. But it's less survival than some other games are.
How do you guys survive out here?
But it's still survival. It's still survival-esque, where you're going out to gain food and stuff to bring it back to your base, so you and your NPC dudes that are chilling in your base can survive.
I build, so shelter tops my list.
So you go out and scavenge a lot, find weapons, supplies, build up your base together.
The elements, no matter how unnatural.
My one disappointing thing about this game is it's not like a build wherever you want type of thing. So there are set spots, but it is a great game. It makes up for it in gameplay and other aspects of the game.
When you add value, you have something to trade, and everybody wins.
See, going out there getting supplies, there's vehicles you can drive.
Hands down.
What game is this?
The way to make it is by putting lives first. You have to be tough.
State of Decay 2, if you haven't guessed already. There's also State of Decay 1, obviously, but that is a single-player only game. Still recommend it. It's a good single-player game. This is a 4-player co-op survival-esque game. So less like that hunger and weather type of survival aspects, but gathering supplies, building up your base, getting a community going out there getting NPCs and been saying, hey, come back to my base. You have a skill set that I would like to have, like building or medical type of stuff, like doctors.
Real secret is teamwork?
Nope.
Or they're really good with guns.
Aim for the head.
Oh. I had a great deal of fun with this game as well. This one's only 4-player co-op, which is pretty much your standard co-op game, right? 4 players. So I know a lot of survival games have larger numbers, like the first 3 games. This is our 4th. Like The Forest, The Wild 8, Conan Exiles, their numbers are quite large. This one's only 4, but it is a great deal of fun. Recommend it. They've been doing a lot of love to this game as well. A lot of content patches, additional content and such. This game you guys probably haven't heard of, and it's a lot like State of Decay, less known. How to Survive 2. So we have State of Decay 2 and How to Survive 2. This one is a little bit more on the indie side, but it's a quality game. It's good. You go out there and, just like the other games, you're going out there scavenging, getting supplies, getting equipment to kill zombies with guitars. But you get guns and you you build up your stuff. You make some like makeshift weird weaponry and then build up to more of your modern day equipment. Same thing with base building though. You can build bases to defend yourselves at night, so like you see them doing, and it's got a really nice base building mode, I'll call it, where you get that isometric view and you can place down walls and spinning traps and spike traps. It is pretty cool from a base building and survival aspect. Again, this is a 4-player co-op game. Lots of fun with friends. I would not recommend this one alone. If you're going to play it alone, it's not nearly as fun as with a good group of pals, right? That's what this video is about. It's about co-op, man. A lot of these games are just not... They don't have the same appeal, right? They don't give the same fun factor, let's call it, as with a group of good friends. Bring friends. Okay, so that was our 5, right? These last 2 videos are going to be bonuses, right? So this one, I felt like I was torn between including it or not, because I had such a fun time with it. I said, screw it, let's include this, and it's also different. Now, graphically, the game is not the greatest. It's not the greatest graphic game, but that. It's got, like, naval stuff. You're exploring the sea. You're going out there. You're being a pirate, right? And I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people like going out there and just exploring the vast world, the vast ocean, like to find what's out there. You find pirates and islands with all these mythical type of creatures and stuff. So this is a good game with friends, and it supports a large amount of friends as well. You don't need to worry about the 4-player limit. It'll support quite a large amount. I think over 10. I remember at one point we ended up like modifying one of the files that allowed us to have like 20 players. So it was a great deal of fun. Now, I also wanted to include that because they are working on a sequel. That first game is called Salt, S-A-L-T. This one is called Salt 2. This is not done yet, but it's being worked on. This is the same type of game as Salt, but it has better graphics, right? Look at that ocean. Beautiful. So I wanted to include these last 2 games as like a bonus, because if you guys you burnt out all the good games, you had a blast with all the co-op survival games, and you're still looking for more to play with friends, check out Salt. If you like the sailing, you like naval type of stuff, these games would be a blast for you. Salt 1, and then of course Salt 2 when it releases. I haven't played Salt 2 because I can't play it yet. It's not out. I'm waiting on this one though. So if you like that pirate life, this would be a good one for you. Some people probably expected Sea of Thieves or something. I did not have fun with that game. Also, it's not a survival game. Guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you did. And if you did, I'll keep the top 5 videos coming. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Skedat!